none of this was by accident. It was deliberate, intentional, and horrific.
It's what California investigators are calling a massacre, as 6 victims, including a 16-year-old girl and her 10-month-old baby, are shot and killed in what's likely a gang-related incident. But we're now learning several of the victims had no gang relation at all.
The 16-year-old female is an innocent victim. The grandmother inside appears to be an innocent victim, and definitely this 10-month-old child is an innocent victim.
Law&Crime Network first told you about this story on Tuesday after news broke that 6 people were killed in the early morning hours of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The shooting happened in Goshen, California, about 40 minutes south of Fresno.
There were victims both inside the home and outside the home. We're able to identify those victims today and provide those to you. Many of you have already discovered who they are through social media.
On Tuesday, the Tulare County Sheriff's Office identified all 6 victims, saying 3 more survived the attack. Among the victims, 16-year-old Elisa Perez and her 10-month-old baby, Nicholas.
It was clear that the shooters stood over the top of the 16-year-old mother and fired rounds into her head. The 10-month-old infant also suffered from the same attack.
Investigators say Perez and her son were running away from the house when they were shot and killed, but that the suspects fired their weapons strategically.
These people were clearly shot in the head, and they were also shot in places that the shooter would know that quick death would occur.
Right now, investigators believe 2 suspects are responsible for the attack, saying a 3rd person may also be involved. At a press conference, officials stressed it was a, quote, cartel-like incident, but they can't confirm whether it is definitely cartel-related.
This is also similar to high-ranking gang affiliations in the style of execution that they commit. So we don't know if it is a gang-affiliated shooting, a cartel affiliation, or if the 2 are combined. But what we can tell you is the manner in which this has occurred is definitely one of the 2, if not combined.
Investigators say the home was, quote, known to the department as a place where gang activity took place. One of the victims, Elado Perez Jr., was taken into custody in early January after a search warrant was served on the home. Perez was arrested on multiple charges, including several gun violations, but was bailed out of jail several days later. Officials note not every victim was involved in gang activity.
It is very clear that this family was a target, and that there are gang associations involved, as well as drug investigations with this in this home. But let me make this very clear. Not all these people in this home were gang members, and not all of these people in this home were drug dealers.
Anyone with more information about the shooting is asked to contact the Tulare County Sheriff's Office. For continued coverage of this developing case, stay with Law&Crime Network for the latest details. Reporting for Law&Crime Network, I'm Gillespie.